What's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Let me check the sound. Sound should be coming in all right. What's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. All right, everything sounds good. So Scott won. I talk over it, man, and then I trade live, and so people can watch me trade live after the bell. In the morning time, I usually just put my scanners up so people can see what's moving, and then eventually I will trade live and I'll get my trading stuff up. What's up, Bill, Netron, Illard, Kane, Scott, Tech, Desert? What's up, man? Pat? Yeah, Pat, don't stress it, brother. If you went on a 3-week green streak, I mean, honestly, that's pretty good regardless. So, nice work, brother. How's everybody doing? What's everybody's main watch? So I'm watching CFMS. If you look here, you can see CFMS is gapping up right here from 258 to 285. Relatively small gap, all things considered, but it is gapping up. We also have CAG moving here. We have AMD, which is about break even, gapping down about 4 cents, but MU is gapping up really nicely. I'll have to look up the catalyst for MU. We also have STAF, which is gapping down a big amount here. The overall market is down some today. It's down to $280.33 on the SPY. We also have ACB, which is gapping down a small amount. IQ, which was the one I traded yesterday and lost on, but it's gapping down a little bit now. What's up, Jay? What's up, cool guy? What's up, Casey? Good morning, man. Yeah, SPI, acquisition for SPI, big gap up here. Big gap up from 260s to 579. Interesting here. We'll see what we get. What's everybody's main watch today? I mean, we got some movement here. Let's see if we can find anything else. SPI looks good. So, yeah, shout out to Jay for SPI. What's up, Sid? INO is another one. INO from 360 to 390s on INO looks okay. We got AXSM, which is a former runner, looks all right. IGC, MBT. What else we get? OPK. OPK looks all right. MBT. Yeah, BIIB getting hit pretty hard here. ZYNE is another one I'm watching, ZYNE. All right, so let's get some news going here, guys. I've been up since I'm learning to code. We have any other coders in here? I've been learning Python lately, and it's tough, but it's fun, man. But I've been up early practicing Python. It's kind of my next endeavor that I'm trying to learn. All right, so let's look up some news here. Nice, Chicago. Yeah, man. I mean, I've only been learning for a few months now, off and on. But yeah, I picked I know a little bit of C++, and I'm learning Python now. Lately, I've been learning different functions and lists and a bunch of different stuff. But it's fun, man. I'm just gonna keep at it. Start devoting a little bit more time to it to try to speed it up a little bit. Ideally, one of the reasons I want to learn is because I'd like to build an app for my for beginner trading. I'd like to build a beginner trading app, and so that's kind of what I'm shooting for. Let's look up SPI here. SPI. So basically, SPI completed an acquisition of 1.998 megawatts of solar PV projects in Greece. And so an acquisition of almost 2 megawatts. The only thing that reminds me of is Back to the Future, where you need something gigawatts. That's all I can think of. But yeah, acquisition for SPI. It's gapping up and showing it. CFMS. CFMS. Not really any news that I see for CFMS. If anybody else knows what's going on with it, let me know. We also have, like I said, MU. Earnings released. Revenue tops the forecast, so revenue basically beat the street expectations. And MU was up on positive earnings and revenue, so we'll see where MU goes today. Python is good for PC or embedded. Yeah, I'm on a PC. Well, I'd like to build an app, like, for instance, like, I already have, like, a smartphone. Like, you can look up my website on the smartphone, but I'd like, what's the best one for, like, building an actual application for, like, iOS or Android? Like, that's really what I'm shooting for, is not necessarily a PC app, but, like, an Android or iOS app. I know it's going to be a while, but I figure that can be my first project, even if it takes months to do, because it'll be a good learning experience. From everything I've read, like, you can learn programming, and I've learned, a lot of it already, but you don't really know how to do it until you actually build something yourself. Like, you can follow instructions, and that's fine, but you actually have to build something yourself in order to really grasp how to do it correctly, is from what I've read. And so I figured building an app for beginner trading will be a good first project. Java. You think Java's probably the best one for app building? Like I said, I know a little bit of C++, and I know Python right now. I don't know why I chose Python. There was just a lot of free info on it. But yeah, MU on positive earnings and revenue. You can see MU's gapping up really nicely here. Big gap up from 40.13 to 41.50, almost 41.60. But yeah, ZYNE looks halfway decent as well. Not a ton of action in pre-market, but it had a big green day yesterday, and it's gapping up some, so I'm keeping an eye on that one too. Yeah, that's what I've heard, man, is that, like, you just got to do it yourself. Like, you could follow instructions and you can take courses and do all that stuff, but until you actually build something by yourself that other people are going to use, then you really don't know how to do it. That's kind of what I've read. Another reason I'd like to do it is because if I ever wanted to build an algorithm for trading, that's something I would probably need to learn unless I relied on other people, which programmers are expensive, man. To get an app built, it's going to be like 50 grand. And I don't know if I want to pay that. I'd rather just learn it myself and build it that way. Solo, I'm going to watch Solo as well. It's gapping up a little bit. STAF is gapping down a big amount here. Look at STAF. HK. HK is just such a big float. It looks like such a high float that it just doesn't interest me that much. Yeah, CFMS looks good if you look at the top line there. Like I said, MU, I'll watch MU. We'll see. No, it's not that I increased the float size. It's just that none of the pennies are moving today. Is mostly what it is. Like, penny stocks aren't really moving that much today. And so a lot of it's the high cap stocks. You know, I haven't touched the scans. The scans say the same. If you guys see some low cap stocks, let me know. But the scans, you know, I haven't messed with them. I leave them like they are. You made a poker bot, huh? I've seen those. I love poker. If you've heard me before, poker's like my first love. You know, I play a lot. I've been playing a lot on Global Poker, but I play on Winning Poker Network, ACR, Blue Chip, a bunch of different ones. I've been playing poker for years. I love poker. But I've never been able to use a bot. But bots seem interesting. I know on America's Card Room, there's tons of bots. Yeah, SPI looked good. It was an acquisition. It's probably one of the better volume penny stocks that is running right now. But it was an acquisition of one SPI, so we'll see where it goes. What's up, Andrew? Good morning, man. Yeah, man. I mean, poker is kind of where I bought my first TradeNet account on with poker winnings. Like, I think I added all of my different sites together and eventually saved up about most of what a intro account on TradeNet is. I can pull up my graph, my latest graph on my first one. The easiest site to play on, I think, is Global Poker. Just a lot of easy players, honestly. You know? Like, here's one of them, my more recent ones. You know? So it's like I have a winning graph in poker, if you can see it. I think my in the money percentage, my niche in poker is, my in the money is roughly 40%. With sit and goes. I play 6 and 9 max sit and goes mostly. Small stakes. But Ignition's alright. I don't know if I like Ignition. I've had some other stuff. But yeah, that was my poker graph. My in the money percentage is good. It's like 40%. But my niche is like I said, my niche is like 6 and 9 max sit and goes. Yeah, man, I've been playing for years. Like I said, it's like my first love. Poker's actually kind of got me into trading because they're so similar. Like risk-reward calculation, it's all very similar to poker. But poker's just what I did first. What's up, Anthony? Yeah, so we'll see what we get. CFMS, SPI. I'm going to watch NIO, ACB, AMD, MU, Solo, ZYNE, STAF. And that's about it. I don't see too much else I really, really like. A few things popping up on the scanners here. We got GII. GIII. No volume in the gap up, though. What's up, Tyrell? Yeah, I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. My nose might be a little stuffed up. The weather's changing so much here in Houston, man. It's one day it's cold, one day it's hot. A lot of pollen out, and so it's probably just allergies, honestly. But yeah, we got INO dropping some here. We'll see what we get with that one. What's up, John Ennis? What's up, man? What's up, Pram? Good morning, man. Yeah, man, I can't do Poker Stars, though, man. I'm in the U.S. They don't allow me to do Poker Stars. So I basically, like, I got to stick to the U.S. sites, like Global, America's Card Room, Ignition, you know. The free-to-play, or the ones that allow U.S. players. CYCC looks alright. It pushed up over 1. It's at 103 now. I might watch CYCC. GERN on the scanners as well. I used to trade GERN every day. Kind of slowed down a little bit. We got MDCO. Looks all right. What's up, Cooper? I'm down to play, man. It's got to be on a different site. If you want to do it on global poker, I'm down, man. Let's do it. ST&E. I traded this one the other day as well. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go grab my coffee. Wake up a little bit. All right. I mean, there's a feature where I don't know. Let me look. There might be a global poker private game feature. Let me look. There might be. I'm down to do it though if you guys want to, but there might be one. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's not. I don't know. I have to look it up. If not, we could do Ignition too if you guys want to do Ignition. Yeah, so Chicago, I'm basically doing. Is there even a stock up over 20% today? Yeah, I mean, there's SPI. That's definitely up. I mean, this one is up. Let's see. This one's up like 250% on SPI. We got CFMS. This one is up. Yeah, it's not 20%, but it's up. We got, yeah, I mean, those are basically the two bigger ones. We got RTTR popping up here. Not much of a gap up. INAP. So, yeah, it's kind of a slow day for the pennies is what it is. MU's up. A little bit higher cap stock, MU. But, yeah, it's definitely a slow day from what I'm seeing. Yeah, I mean, the trade net deal, what she's talking about, or what Skylar's talking about Chicago is trade net packages. I can post the link if you want. I make a commission from it, so maybe I'm biased. But if you want to check it out here, you can post the link. And at the very least, you could try the 5-day demo challenge, you know. Like, listen, you can try out their platform for free on paper and try. Whoa, that is way too loud. Appreciate the sub, brother. But yeah, you could try out their platform for free with the 5-day demo challenge if you want. And that way you can try out their platform. If you like it, you can move forward with it. Maybe you'll win a free intro account. You might as well try to win one. Oh, and if you do get an intro account, if anybody does buy an intro account, you get a free month of our courses if you go through my link. And so 100%, man. Live is completely different than paper. It's almost a little deceptive how different live money is from paper. Just the emotions is the biggest thing. STAF gapping down significantly. But yeah, I'm not seeing too much that really looks good, man. I didn't even look at CGC this morning. I don't know, man. CGC, it had a really strong first half, and then it just looked really weak yesterday. A lot of VWAP rejections on CGC lately. You can even see this beautiful one right here on CGC. Went exactly up to the VWAP right here. Got rejected and came back down. So a lot of VWAP rejections lately, really. 47.80. Yeah, it's got some there. Yeah, for sure. 47.80 is interesting. Yeah, I saw that yesterday, man. Let me look up the news for CGC. I saw that yesterday about CGC purchasing another company. Let me look it up. Yeah, they reported a purchase of Agrinext, Agrinext USA. They didn't disclose any terms. It's not really moving that much, though, with that news. And this came out today, but it's not really showing it that much. It came out about an hour ago. And so, I mean, it's moving some, but it's just not that much. We'll see. Interesting watch, though. I'll definitely watch it this morning. Which one do you mean, Chicago? On TradeNet? Um, I mean, the 5-day demo challenge basically lets you try out a demo account. So the basic rules of the 5-day demo challenge are that they give you a demo account with $10,000 in it. So they give you a demo account with 10K. And so you get a demo account, and your goal is to make $500 in net profits within 5 trading days. But there are a bunch of rules, so like you can't go over $100 on any particular day. If you lose more than $100 on any particular day, they close your account down. So your daily max loss is 100, and your total max loss is 300. And so if you go over $300 during the whole challenge, you lose the challenge. But if you make $500 in net profits, I think you have to be active at least 2 of the days, and you have to get in at least 3 trades during those 2 days. And it's only day trading. But if you do all of that successfully and you make $500 in net profits, you win yourself a free intro account, which is like an account with 14,000 in buying power. There's also, like, if you want to look at just the if you want to look at just the intro account, the way that works is a little bit different. So, like, let me find it here. So, like, basically, the way it works is you pay for a package. It's not a deposit. You're paying for it. In my case, if you go through my link, it's like $450 for the intro package. And with that, you're paying for it. It's not a deposit. I want to stress that because it's not a deposit. It's not like you're depositing money into a trading account. Instead, you're paying for a package. And the package comes with a funded account with 14,000 in buying power with a $700 max loss. And so you get 14,000 in buying power to trade with, but if you go under 13,300, they close your account down. There's a profit split of 70-30, and so you keep 70% of your profits, they keep 30%, and commissions are pretty cheap if you use small sizing. So, like, if you use small sizing, they're cheap. You know, if you use less than like 300 shares, or if you use 300 shares or less, your commissions for an entire round trip are like $3 or $4, so super cheap with small sizing. But like the intro package comes with like their trading course, access to their chat room for 2 weeks, access to a demo account. You get access to a demo account for a few weeks as well. And so it comes with a bunch of different stuff. And like I said, if you do go through my link, you get a free month of our classes as well. And so it's beneficial, I think, for new traders that are specifically wanting to learn how to trade with small size. Like that's where I think TradeNet really shines. But if you're trying to go in using big sizing, commissions are actually going to be expensive. Like for instance, if you go in there trying to use 2,000 shares, commissions are going to be like $30 a trade. Which might not be that big of a deal if you're using 2,000 shares, but it is something to consider as well. But like I said, my take on it is that it's good for new traders looking to learn specifically. No, so you can't add your own money to it. There's different packages. That's just the intro account. Like there's the student account, which gives you 80K in buying power, and you have like a $4,000 max loss and stuff like that. But you can't add your own money to it. And here's the link if anybody wants to sign up. Like I said, though, maybe I'm biased and because I post referral links. And so do your own research. There's the link if you do want to sign up. And like I said, if you do sign up through my link, you get a free month of our classes. And so, and I'll do like a private session with you if you do sign up. But do your research, like I said. I try to be honest with people about it. Most penny stocks are not tradable, so like if you're looking to just trade penny stocks, it's probably not the best thing for you. But anything that's tradable is shortable, and you don't have to locate shorts. So like anything that I can trade on TEFs and TradeNet, I can short. And so I think that's my favorite thing about them. But like I said, do your own research. There's some pros and cons like any broker. All right, so nothing has really popped up since then, though. Not that many movers. I mean, I watched CAG, but it has a decent gap up. I'll probably keep an eye on this one, but not that many gappers right now. Not that many movers this morning. Kind of a slower day. Hey, nice cast. Good work, brother. Good work, man. Oh, Anthony, I didn't even see that one. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know, man. It all depends. Everybody's different. All right, guys, we got about 10 minutes left until the open. Let me know if you guys see anything else that are moving. I've seen SPI, I've seen CAG, CFMS, but everything else. Yeah, I mean, listen, like I said, there's the intro, there's the student account, which gives you 80K in buying power. Um, there's the student account, which gives you 80K in buying power. So really, it depends on how often you're trying to trade and what kind of sizing you're planning on using, right? Like if you're planning on using big size, you might want to go with one of the more expensive packages. One of the bigger packages that gives you more buying power. But if you're looking to trade small size, like the intro account should be okay. But it's all subjective. Which one? You mean this one? You said the triangle on the daily chart? I can kind of see this one. That one? Right. I mean, that's what it is. Is focus on getting in good trades is the best thing. But yeah, is this a triangle you were talking about, Skylar? Or no? Who said it? Yeah. Yeah, not bad. I could see it on the daily for sure. The top of the range is about 48 or so. And so interesting if it breaks 48. Let's see what we get. Right. I mean, that's all it's about, Anthony. Is see what kind of sizing, see what your, see what your normal risk is. See what your normal risk is, what your average gain is going to be, what's your goal for like your average gain versus your average loss, stuff like that. Try to figure out what kind of sizing you're gonna take, right, and then go from there. That's what I would do. Is just try to figure out what kind of sizing you're really looking to take. So like if the average price of a stock you trade is like $10 and you're looking to buy like 300 shares of it, like you could probably get by with like an intro account. But if your average price of the stock you're looking to trade is like $30 and you're looking to buy 1,000 shares, an intro account might be a little bit too small. And so it all depends, man. You got to kind of target down on that information first. Quick question. Have you heard of a company called Vantage Point? Someone called me wanting $5,000 for artificial intelligence stock buys at 86% winning. It sounds like a scam, brother. I don't know. Never heard of it, man. But it sounds like if somebody called me wanting $5,000 out the blue, I would hang up on them. Most likely a scam is what I would say. Right. I like Skylar's advice as well. Figure out what you're good at. Don't try to be too broad with it. Bruce Lee famously once said, I don't fear the man that has practiced 1,000 different types of kicks one time. I fear the man that's practiced one type of kick 1,000 times. Same thing with trading. Learn one strategy and master that strategy. Don't try to trade everything. Learn one thing, get really good at one strategy, and then attack that strategy. Don't try to be too broad. If you try to get too broad, then you're going to fail at everything. What is it called? Jack of all trades, master of none. So focus on one thing, get really good at that one thing, and then you can move on to something else. But don't try to be too broad with it. So I like that advice. All right, guys, we got less than 5 minutes. Let's get this going here. Let's get it all set up. I'm going to get my TradeNet stuff out here. All right, let's do it. That's cool, Gabe. Nice, brother. Yeah, Mitch is at work, John. He's coming back tomorrow, I think. All right. All right, guys, we got about 3 minutes left. 3 minutes. I'm just trying to relax, drink some coffee before the bell rings. Remember, volume's a little light today, guys, so there's nothing wrong with just observing the market today. The volume's a little low, and be pretty. I would be pretty selective today. I'm gonna try to be. Like I said, volume's a little low. Not that many big movers here. We'll see if we find anything that looks good, but I'm gonna be very selective today. You mean didn't he get hit? Didn't Colorado get hit with a blizzard? I think he was all right, John. I think he's okay. Hey, I'll check it out, Chicago. Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, I've been mostly learning Python through free courses online. Like, it's mostly just been free courses online that you can find. I know Udemy has a lot of cheap courses, but you can find most stuff. You can learn for free most of the time. I mean, I'm not actually trying to get a degree in coding. I'm just trying to learn to code. And so I'm just trying to learn, and I thought maybe I started with the wrong language, learning Python. Like I said, I know a little bit of C++, but next one's probably Java. All right, guys, we got about a minute and a half left, a minute and a half. Let's do it. Right. I mean, I was gonna make. What's up, Connor? Yeah, I was gonna make maybe some algorithms for trading is what I was thinking about doing with it, and I was gonna make an app, like a iOS, Android app for beginner trading. Is really what I wanted to learn from or learn for. Appreciate it, guys. Good luck. We'll see what we get today. All right, guys, we got about 20 seconds. Let's do it. Watching CGC, watching MU, AMD. Let's see what else we can get. SPI, NIO. ACB too. All right, guys, here's the bell. There it goes. All right, MU spiking up a little bit. SPI spiking up, trying to break the pre-market highs. Looks interesting. NIO up a little bit. AMD up some. Oh yeah, I gotta check out the moving average crossover on AMD today. I forgot about it. Let's get this rolling. Yeah, it was white over blue, so it was a bullish crossover at the open is what we got. Kind of missed it, but it's fine. CGC spiked up a little bit as well. MU spiking up nicely. SPI pulling back some. ACB spiking up too. All right, we're getting a little bit of a pullback on AMD, but it quickly bounced right back and went straight back up. So we'll see what we get with that one. Like I said, I'm looking for some fades today. The market's pushing up, though. The overall market is up some. I'll be right back, guys. I got to go grab some more coffee. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. All right, so still watching AMD to see if we get a crossover move here. Watching Kron as well. Kron is dropping some. I want to see a little bit more volume. I'm also watching ZYNE. ZYNE is another one I'm looking at. It is tradable, so I got my eye on ZYNE and CGC. If ZYNE can pull back to 615 or so, I can set a 630 risk, giving myself 15 cents of risk, and then a reward target down to at least 585. And so that gives me 2-to-1 risk to reward. My risk is about 15 cents, and my reward is 30 cents from 630 as a risk down to 585 as a reward target. And so watching ZYNE for that type of move here. All right, so AMD breaking lows here. AMD breaking some lows. Gotta look for the moving average crossover play on AMD. All right, there's 10s. It looks good for ZYNE, but I need a little bit bigger of a bounce. I need that spread to even out, specifically on the bid. The bid's at 605. I need it to be at least to 610 before I risk it. And we'll see if we get it. It doesn't look terrible, but I need the spread to even out a little bit, which I don't know if it's going to do. There we go. All right, I'm in with 200 shares. On ZYNE. Much worse fill than I anticipated, but that's fine. Like I said, just going to stick to my risk. Hopefully we get a washout here. But I'm going to stick to that 630 risk that I gave myself. And that 585 reward target, really. My goal with this one is to add some sizing back to it and get in with a few hundred more shares. But unfortunately, it kind of squeezed up a little bit too much for me. And so we'll see what we get. I'm just going to stick to my levels here. That's all I can really do. Hope it gets down to 585, which was my original target. It's a little spready for ZYNE, but that's fine. AMD did end up spiking back up here. All right, we did get a rejection back down. Let's hope it holds this time for ZYNE. And I think the big level here is that $6 level for it. Kind of a bigger spread than I really wanted on this one, though. Kind of hurts my risk reward a little bit, but just got to stick with it. We are getting some squeezes up. The SPY is actually pushing up pretty strong right now. We also have SPI dropping some. Kron ended up spiking all the way back. This move's a little scary, this push up here. And so I just got to be careful. Going to stick to my risk level that I gave myself, though. Is Thinkorswim lagging here? It's hard to tell. Alright, we're getting a squeeze back down, but I can't really say I like this move here. It also seems like Thinkorswim is lagging some. It's hard to tell. Yeah, Thinkorswim is lagging. I think. I'm going to have to watch the other one. Either Thinkorswim's lagging or it's just really spready. Anybody else having problems with Thinkorswim right now? Let's see. It did confirm my risk, which makes the trade a little bit easier for me now. At that top, it went right up to my risk level, which makes the trade a little bit easier. But I gotta be careful with it. It's not really, volume's a little low, I guess. It could be what is going on with it. It's either that or Thinkorswim's just lagging. AMD's still running strong today, guys. AMD's had a few good days in a row. And we'll see if it can hold, but AMD's still spiking up. What did CGC end up doing? Oh, there it goes. CGC pulling back under the VWAP. We'll see what happens to it now. You feel like the Google noise is helping. Yeah, I mean, at this point with my trade on ZYNE, it's just kind of it's really slow. So either I'm lagging some or this stock is just super slow in volume. And so regardless of which one it is, I just got to be careful. My hand's over the cover button because it could spike really quick. Okay, so yeah, my stuff is definitely lagging. I don't know what's going on. Is it halted? There it goes. Weird, man. I think a new candle should have formed. Maybe I'm overanalyzing it. But it's still early. We'll see if it holds down under this level now. I want to see it break back underneath the VWAP. A little nerve-wracking, though. Luckily, I only got in with 200 shares. Look at Solo, guys. S-O-L-O. S-O-L-O really spiking here. Big spike for Solo. S-O-L-O. All the way up to $5. So just a monster spike for S-O-L-O, for Solo. Yeah, I don't know if I'm overanalyzing it. I don't know if the volume's just dead right now for this one, and the volume's just low, which is probably what it seems. But luckily it's dropping for me, which is good. It helps calm my nerves a little bit. But man, it's just, I think volume's just low. It was a good fade, and it was tight risk reward. I mean, it's 2-1, and so I don't regret taking it. But the spread was a little worse than I anticipated. Yeah, it hasn't really been a good week. Yesterday, I ended it down like $45 or so. I had a $23 gain and then a $10, $12 loss. And so it's been a down week for me. It's my first red week in, man, it's my first red week in 2 months. But red weeks are going to happen. Losing weeks are going to happen. I just got to stick with it, and eventually it gets better. But it's kind of part of trading. You got to be able to understand and take losses when they happen, and they will happen. But like I said, I mean, it's not too bad. It's my first losing week. This is probably going to be a losing week, and it's my first losing week in a month and a half since February started. So a little bit over a month and a half. All right, let's see if we can actually get a breakdown and get in the green for the first time today on this trade. Obviously, we want to see a breakdown underneath 6. We also want to see a breakdown underneath this 604 level. So we want to see the whole dollar break. No, I get it, man. You got to do what you got to do to stop yourself from trading. One of the most tempting things in trading is forcing trades, especially when you have a rough week or a rough day or so. And so you just got to kind of slow it down and take it slow and not force anything. It's the hardest part of trading. All right, we're down to 605. Let's see if we can actually get a break under that level. Like I said, 604 needs to break. The whole dollar of 6. I would love if that broke as well. But if it bounces, it'll probably bounce there. Let's see if we get the whole dollar break. Lately, whole dollars have been holding pretty firm at those levels. All right, there's 6. I'm going to hold it, see if we get a breakdown underneath this. There's 98s. All right, I just took half off there just to relieve myself of the trade a little bit. If we get a bounce, it'll probably be right around here. And so I took half off. Feel a lot better about it. Overall protected myself in this trade. I'm just going to let the rest work and kind of wipe my hands of it and be done with it. This trade had me... The volume's too low today, and it makes me nervous even trying to trade today because the volume is just so low that, when the volume's low like this, you can get squeezes, you can get a lot of sketchy stuff. And so I feel like right now I need to just protect myself in the market. And, I need to protect my account a little bit. And so I'll let this last little 100 shares work. But I'm not going to have a losing trade anymore, which is good it's good to kind of fall back on that and say, okay, I know I'm not going to have a losing trade. I'm just going to let the rest work. To be honest, I do like Ross a lot for the discipline he talks about. He's got that part on lock. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good free info, man. I think Ross is a good trader. Him and I trade a little bit differently. He trades penny stock. He scalps penny stocks. I trade usually higher cap stocks, shorting them. I usually short higher cap stocks. And so we trade a little bit differently. IGNG. Yeah, I've heard who was it? Siesta talking about this one this morning. Ugh, penny stock. I'm just not used to them, guys. I'm just not used to it. All right, so let's see if we get a breakdown down to the lows. Like, that's really what we want to see with ZYNE right now. Ooh, 28K, man. I wish I could lose that and be okay, you know? I wish I could lose 28K and be fine with it. All right, let's see if we get the low of the day break here. It's testing the whole dollar again, the whole dollar of 6. Like I said, if it bounces, it's going to bounce right around here. So we want to see this whole dollar break, and we want to see a break down to the 580s. That's what we want to see now. Yeah, man, the SPY is looking strong today, guys. The SPY is looking pretty strong. Look at it. It's up to 280s, man. Just a big move on the SPY. Looks like I'm in the right stock, though. This one's kind of trading against the SPY. There's 93s, 92s. Like I said, the next goal, I might take another half off at the low of the day down here at 582 and just let the rest work. That's kind of my plan. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Ah, it bounced too quick. I like the breakdown. It just bounced a little bit too quick for me. Let's see if it holds now. We want to see this 594 level hold as resistance now. It's down to 590s. Not the bounce we really wanted to see here, guys. Not the bounce we really wanted to see. Trying to hold it to my profit target, but I probably should have taken some off when it squeezed down to the 87s. It just quickly bounced back a little bit too quick for me. It's all right. Regardless, this ain't going to turn into a losing trade, but disappointing. We'll give it a little bit of time and let it test, but it looks like it's going to pull up to test the whole dollar of 6. Ugh, gross, man. I just drank old coffee. Ugh. That can't be good. Yeah. I'm not sure, man. I've never tried funding an account with a credit card. It's always been debit card, bank accounts for me, man. Never done it with a credit card. I know, man. It was an accident, brother. It was gross, though. I immediately knew, too. Like, you drink it, it's not warm. You know, it's the wrong coffee. Yeah, I wouldn't have FOMO today, Bill. Today's kind of a sketchy day, as was yesterday. Yeah, there's the whole dollar of 6 test. Hopefully this whole dollar of 6 holds now. It broke down really nicely for me. That's better than I could have asked. I was a little nervous in it when it tested up here, and so it broke down nicely for me. I can't be too upset with this trade, even if it comes back on me here. Um, yeah, I mean, if it breaks over 603, I'm just going to get out. Hopefully it breaks down. But like I said, I can't be too upset with how it went. All right, it's testing the whole $1.06. The volume's so low for this one, though. There's 603. Ugh. I accidentally exited. I did not want to exit there, guys. I guess I could add my size back. I did not want to exit there. Oh my gosh. Maybe it's a good thing. I don't know, man. Green is good, I guess. I did not want to get out of that trade. It's one of those days, guys. It's one of those days. $18 gain. Tiny gain. I'll take it. Green is good. Today was weird. At least I got out with a green trade, and I'll be optimistic with it. And at least I got out with a green trade. Maybe it squeezes up here. Maybe it was for the best. Who knows? No, man. Like, honestly, I had my hand over the cover button because it squeezed up to 603. And 603 was my risk level. And so I had my hand over the cover button. And when I saw a big jump, I thought it squeezed up instead of down. It actually squeezed down for a minute, and it went back down to 6. But I thought it squeezed up for some reason, and so I just let go of it, which ended up exiting the trade for me, when really I didn't want to exit there. It ended up squeezing down. It was just my nerves got the best of me. And it's going to be frustrating if this one does end up breaking down. But green is good. It was a weird day. Low volume on this one. It's been a low volume few days in the market. There haven't been a ton of fades. And so it is what it is. There's the breakdown. Very frustrating, but it is what it is. Green trade, I'll take it. But aggravating for sure. There's the breakdown. Most frustrating thing in the world. I did not want to exit there either. Man. All right, so let's see what I'm really down for on the week. $12 plus 50 plus. Oh, sorry. So 62 is what I've lost this week. Minus 23. Minus 18. And gross profits, I'm down $21. Not a bad week this week. First losing week since February, though. Kind of how it goes. But this hurts, honestly. I didn't want to get out there. I wanted to stay in it. And the fact that it broke down right after that $6 area held as resistance, just kind of like the cherry on top there. I can laugh about it, though. I mean, I got out with a green trade. It's better than me yesterday, so. I'm down 20 on the week. Hey, leave me alone, man. You know, it's a losing week. I mean, it's the first losing week since February, and so I'm proud of my little green week, my weekly green streak that I've ran since February, and I've done it all live on stream too. I've streamed it all live, and so first losing week since February. But man. But I'll take it. I mean, green is good, I guess, today. We still have tomorrow. I could come back tomorrow. For MU, I'm kind of looking at a VWAP bounce. Zine is dead to me. I'm moving on from this one, man. I don't even want to see it on this. I don't even want to look to see where it's at. It's probably going to end up dropping and breaking the lows, and I don't want to look at it. I could jump back into it, but at this point, I'm looking at MU for a VWAP bounce here. We got 42.25 as a risk level. If you get in at 42.60, that gives you a risk of, what is that, 35 cents? Yeah, 35-cent risk. And then from 60 up to 25 would gives you a... what is that, 70-cent risk? Or 75, let's see, from 60, that's 40 cents. 65-cent reward. So almost 2 to 1 for MU. If you use the high of the day as your reward target, you get in here. This is your risk. This is your reward. Not bad for a VWAP bounce play. Yeah. Nice, Corey. Good work, brother. Yeah, there's the bounce. I mean, I called this one out. Honestly, though, guys, like I said, today's just a weird day. It's volume's low. You know, some say I might say every day is a weird day, but what I mean by that is that volume's low. There's not that many fades. I probably got in the one good fade, and dang it, ZYNE is on my right monitor, and I can see it breaking down. It's in the 80s. I missed the opportunity. I sold too soon, guys. And now it's down in the 80s. Rubbing it in my face, man. Why's it got to do this to me? ACB. Watching ACB. ACB, nice little VWAP projection here off the $0.25 at 75. Looks good. Honestly, though, when I look at Zine, the volume's just kind of low, and it's a little spready, which probably means it's low float. Let me look up the float on ZYNE. Anybody know the float before I look it up? Seriously, float should be easier to look up. Like, everybody makes it so confusing to look up the float size, and nobody has the float size right, ever. Alright, so on this side, it's saying the public float is 14.6 million. So yeah, it's a small float. Maybe I'm happy. Maybe I should just be happy. Hey, but I mean, did anybody hear me call out AMD just now, or MU for the VWAP bounce right here? Look at this. Called out this move. Got to pat myself on the back a little bit today. Right. Let me make sure I'm drinking the right coffee now. Right, man. Hey, look at it, man. I was right about it. I'm telling you, it's not even me. It's the VWAP bounce and the VWAP fade are just super reliable strategies. Like, people hate on me, that's fine. But the strategies I teach are legitimate strategies. Like, the VWAP bounce, super reliable. VWAP fade, super reliable. And the accuracy rate with both of these are pretty high. You know, like, I've solely traded the VWAP fade the last 2 months. And like I said, this is my first losing week since February started. And so, super valid strategies. They definitely work. Hey, man, don't stress it, insurance. I'm having honestly, it's been a frustrating week. It's not even today. Yesterday was a losing day. Um, Tuesday was a winning day, but I was super frustrated by the end of the day. I ended it up like it's just been a week of it's been a week of getting in good trades, and then the trades reversing on me. So I get out for a small gain, but they never followed through. So like a lot of the patterns I'm using, they just haven't been following through as well as they previously did. You know, like some of them will kind of follow through. They'll come back down to the lows. They'll allow me to take profits, but then they end up they never follow through past that. Like I get my first profit out, and then they end up reversing, and I get out for a small win, which could have been a much bigger win. And so it's just been a frustrating week overall. Look at MU go, man. Perfect VWAP bounce there too. Tight risk was almost 2-to-1 reward to risk. I gotta start trading the VWAP bounce more, man. I see it all the time. SPI just broke down today. Looking at YNDX, LITE running some. LITE had a nice little break of that consolidation. I don't know if it would have been a triangle or what. Not really. But LITE had a really nice break of that consolidation. Oh, well, I got a little bit of time here. Like I said, well, I got a little bit of time here. Everybody go check out TradeNet. Like I went over a little bit earlier, the way it works is on TradeNet, it's the broker that Mitch and I use. And like I said, if you go through my link and you buy a TradeNet account, then you get a free month of our classes. And so let me know if you have, and I'll send you your login information for our classes. But like I said, on TradeNet, you're basically paying for a package. The best way I can describe it is like a prop firm. You pay for a package. It's not a deposit. And with each package, you get a certain amount of buying power. Their base package is the intro package. And with that, you get $14,000 in buying power, and you have a $700 max loss. And so you basically get $14K to trade with. You get $14,000 in buying power to trade with. And you get your max loss is 13,300. So if you go under 13,300 in buying power, then they close your account down. And there's a profit split of 70-30. But my favorite thing about them is if you use small size, you can get in with pretty cheap commissions. So like it's 0.006 cents per share in commissions. And so basically, if you use less than 300 shares, your commissions are like $3 or $4 for a complete round trip. So in and out for like $4. As I'm watching MU push up, called this one out. My reward target was 43.25. Called it out right on the nose, exactly right with this one. Like I said, I got to start taking these VWAP bounce plays a little bit more often. But yeah, not many penny stocks are available on TradeNet, but anything that's tradable is shortable. You don't have to locate shorts. And for that reason, I think it's a decent option for new traders. The intro package is like $4.50 if you go through my link. You also may be able to talk them into $3.99. I know somebody else talked them into giving it to them for $3.99 instead of $4.50. But with the intro account, you get like access to their chat room for 2 weeks. You get a free demo account that you can trade with, and you get their trading course to go along with the funded account. And so it's not a bad deal. I'll post the link here if anybody wants to check that out. But yeah, MU followed all the way through, guys. All the way through. Oh, man. So what's everybody else looking at? MU breaking high of the day. Yeah, man, it looks strong, man. MU's been pretty strong today. Appreciate the sub. Geode, Patel, everybody, all the new subs. Appreciate the subs, guys. Welcome. Appreciate it. And like I said, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We day trade live on stream every weekday morning, letting people watch us trade live. We can't hide anything. You see everything. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and you want to continue to watch us. PTE getting a little bit of volume, but still pretty low. SPY still pretty strong today. Honestly, I don't know how I got out. I was able to short something today because the SPY is just running huge. It's separate markets to a certain extent with pennies and low floaters in the SPY, but a big run for the SPY. Solo. Yeah, I was watching Solo this morning. Not enough volume for me to really like it. I mean, it's got, don't get me wrong, it's good volume, but it's just a little slow. And I'm sure if it breaks 5, it'll get a volume spike. But for now, it's just a little bit too slow for one of these pennies for me to want to trade this one. SPY steady pushing up though. CRON. I mean, CRON, if it pulls back to 21.17, it doesn't look like a bad fade. If it pulls back here to 21.17, you could, I'll just say 21.20 to make it easy. If it pulls back to 21.20, I could effectively use, I don't know, 21.30 as my risk up here. And so really about a 15-cent risk at this point. But then you got it all the way down to 85, so like a 30-cent reward target. And so it's not terrible. Kind of the same type of move I was looking for with ZYNE. If it pulls back to 21.15, 21.30 risk, 20.85 for reward target. So 2 to 1 on that one. Eyes dropping. Yeah, I doesn't look bad. IQ doesn't look terrible. Or no, YNDX doesn't look terrible either. If it pulls back to the VWAP up here, could set a $36 risk, whole dollar, which is also the high of the day for like a 15-cent risk. And then a reward target down to like 46 for a 40-cent reward. Not bad. Appreciate it, Nick. Yeah, I'm using trade ideas for scans. These are the middle scans right here. Also, if anybody's interested in checking out trade ideas, they make my mornings much easier. And so if you're interested in checking out the same scanners that I use, I'll post that link here as well. There's the trade ideas link if anybody wants to go check them out. But yeah, they make my morning much easier. Very up-to-date, real-time, super customizable too. Like I built a lot of these scans myself. And so, super customizable as well. What time frame are you using for the VWAP? Let me see. I think it's like the -2 or -2 +2, -2 2. This one right here. It's just the generic VWAP that they have on Thinkorswim. I'm on the 1 minute chart, Bo. Yeah, I mostly stick to the 1 minute chart. It's just it's kind of my niche. It's what works for me. Where is two-way? I think two-way's been working, man. Also, guys, while I'm here, if you want to see what TradeNet's about, but you're a little hesitant to actually pay for their package, you could try out the 5-day demo challenge. And with the 5-day demo challenge, you basically have a chance to win yourself a free intro account on TradeNet. And so it's completely free to try. And you basically, at the very least, you get access to a demo account with 10,000 in buying power for 5 days, for 5 trading days. And so you can see it here. You can check out the rules. You get access to a 14K funded trading account if you do win the challenge. Traders can ask for payouts of 70% of their net generated profits. You get access to TradeNet's live trading room where you can mirror the trades of their analysts. You get access to their book. You get access to their course. But the rules of this challenge are basically as follows. You get a demo account with $10,000 in it. You get a demo account. Once the challenge starts, you have 5 trading days to generate a net profit of $500 or more. And you must follow the rules. for the 5 days. You must be active on at least 3 out of the 5 days. You must attain daily profits of $100 or more on at least 2 of the days. You can't swing trade. Everything's day trading. You got to close everything by the end of the day. You got a max daily loss of $100 and a max total loss of $300. So basically, if you go over $100 on any particular day in losses, then they close it down and you lose the challenge. If you go over $300, then you lose the challenge. On the active days that you do trade, you have to get at least 6 and 20 trading tickets. Between 6 and 20. So basically, you have to trade at least 3 times on the active trading days. And if you do all that stuff right, you basically win the challenge. And so if you're interested in checking that out, it's worth a shot. Like I said, even if you're worried about winning it, at the very least, you can try trading. You can try TEFs out for free. And at the very least, like I said, at least you get access to a demo account, a free demo account for 5 days. And so it's not a bad deal. If you're interested in checking that out and trying the demo challenge, I'll post this link here as well. There's the link for the demo challenge. I'm pretty sure it's just continuous, Scott. Yeah, man. SPY's still looking strong. I mean, good for the market, though. I'm happy the market's moving up. Cargo, what do you mean the two-way tactic? Do you mean getting in red to green moves? On I know how two-way trades. A lot of these, he gets in on red to green washout long type of moves on these big gapping stocks, and he gets in a little bit early as he sees some type of consolidation on the bottom. UAVS. Yeah, big run up for this one. Almost up to $1. Kron's still breaking down there. Oh yeah, I know somebody else was asking about gappers this morning. We actually have one of our sample classes on YouTube that some people haven't seen before. And so let me find it. But yeah, we have one of our sample classes on gaps, which is one of the classes that we had for our members, but it's one of the sample ones on gaps. It's about 45 minutes long. But it's a really good class on kind of walking people through gaps in trading. And I'll post that video here if anybody wants to check it out. Yeah, it's basically a free class that we have that we did on gaps. And so if anybody wants to check it out, I'll post this link here as well. And you can go check it out on YouTube. Yeah, it's the last one I just posted. Yeah, no stress, no worries. But yeah, I mean, I'm probably done for the day, guys. It's just been a kind of a weird day. I'm still gonna look at Cron and see if we can get some movement on Cron. But you know, that's about all I'm really looking at right now. Cron, CRON. If it pulls back to 2108, I'll look at it, and maybe ACB if it pulls back to 970, I'll look at that one as well. Um, but yeah, guys, go check out our website. You know, we have even if you don't want to pay for any packages, we do have a lot of free content here as well. So like you can see our site here. And like I said, even if you don't want to pay for a package, we do have a strategy section where we go over certain strategies that we have. And we go over the different strategies that a lot of us use. And so go check out the strategy section. We also, if you are interested in being a part of our classes here, it's $15 a month. And we actually have roughly 60 hours, approximately 60 hours of classes. So like around 60 classes. It's like 55 to 60 classes on a range of different subjects. So it's actual days of content. So actual days of classes. And you can see if we go to day trading concepts here, we have classes on triangles, understanding VWAP, back testing, setting up trading screens, using support and resistance, gaps, which is the free one that we posted, understanding ranges, following the market, scaling and trading, building trade plans, parabolic movers, home run stocks, another back testing class, trading half and whole dollars, parabolic moves. And so we just got a bunch of different classes on a bunch of different stuff. And that's just one section. We also have risk reward if you're interested in looking and checking out risk reward. We have analyzing reasonable risk and reward levels, analyzing probabilities in risk and reward, mapping out risk and reward, so forth and so on. A lot of different stuff. We have trading psychology where we do like book reviews. We've been reviewing how to trade for a living. We've gone over hesitation, 4 common problems, finding consistency and stuff like that. Then we also have individual strategies that we go over. And so we just got a lot of different content. Like I said, it's roughly 60 classes. It's roughly 60 hours of classes. And so it's just a lot of content, and it's $15 a month. It's super cheap. We also hold 3 live classes every single week, and so we do hold 3 live classes every single week for our members. And we also have a trading Discord that people are a part of, that where we post the links for the live classes and stuff like that. And so if you want to go check that out, guys, like I said, there's the link. It's at the beginnertrading.net/packages. And again, like I said, we got a lot of free stuff too. If you don't want to sign up, there's a lot of free content on our site as well. I'll post the little promo video that we have really quick. All right, so yeah, like I said, those are our classes. Go check them out. That's probably it. SPY's looking really bullish today, guys. So the SPY's actually looking pretty strong here today. We'll see what we get with it. But again, if you want to check out our classes, I'll post the link here again. Also, like I said, if you sign up through TradeNet through my link, you get a free month of our classes. And so reach out to me and let me know if you've done that. If you're interested in using the same broker that Mitch and I do, which, like I said, there's no PDT rule on TradeNet. You can trade as much as you want. You get 14K in buying power with their intro package with relatively cheap commissions. And so if you're interested in reaching out to them and learning more information about them, I'll post that link here as well. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the day, guys. Oh, also, shout out to Trade Ideas for letting me stream their scans every day. I always want to make sure I post this because Trade Ideas is just a cool company. They're cool enough to let me stream their scans every day. And their scans make my mornings much easier. Super customizable and versatile scanners. And so go check out Trade Ideas. I'll post that link here. And yeah, good luck for the rest of the day, guys. Click the like button if you haven't already. We definitely appreciate any support we can get. We're always going to keep this live stream free for everybody, and so we appreciate everybody listening to the ads and stuff like that because that's how we kind of keep this live stream always free. And so click the like button if you haven't already. We day trade live on stream every weekday, so click the subscribe button as well, and good luck for the rest of the day, guys. Small green day, frustrating week, but it's my first losing week since February, and so it is what it is. Losing weeks are going to happen. We'll see how tomorrow goes. And so yeah, good luck, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow morning.